In the 1983 Cricket World Cup, as India reached the finals against all odds and expectations, BCCI President NKP Salve received a phone call from India's High Commissioner to the USA, Mr. Siddharth Ray, asking for two passes for the finals. It so happened that Mr. Ray and his wife were visiting the UK at the time India reached the finals and decided to watch the final before heading back to the US. Mr. Ray had been a minister in the Indian government as well as the CM of the Indian state of West Bengal and was a very senior and respected politician. Mr. Sarve, who also belonged to the same political party as Mr. Ray, immediately requested the MCC for two extra passes. MCC refused to entertain Mr. Sarve's request, saying two tickets were already given to Mr. Sarve and no more can be arranged. Even though the section of the stadium where the invited members were to sit was empty on the day of the finals. Mr. Sarve was not happy with the snub and set in motion events that would change the face of cricket. And the Asia Cup, about which we are going to talk about today, was a byproduct of the things set in motion by Mr. Sarve. If you wish to know more about the story of how Mr. Sarve wrestled the World Cup hosting rights and brought the World Cup to India, watch our video in the pinned comment. Mr. Sarve was with the support of Pakistan's cricketing chief Air Marshal Noor Khan and Sri Lanka's Gamini Tissanayake formed the Asian Cricket Council, a powerful bloc within the ICC. The Asian Cricket Council was formed in 1983 with the sole objective of challenging the dominance of England enjoyed in the ICC. The first ever Asia Cup was held in Sharjah in 1984, which also became the headquarters of the newly formed Asian Cricket Council. This paved the way for the active participation of United Arab Emirates in future cricket tournaments, which continues to this day. The first Asia Cup was a round-robin tournament among India, Pakistan and Sri Lanka. The first match was between Pakistan and new ICC member Sri Lanka. India won this tournament with two victories in two matches. Sri Lanka were the runners-up with a single victory over Pakistan, while Pakistan went home without winning a single game. The second edition of the Asia Cup was hosted by Sri Lanka, and India pulled out of this tournament as India-Sri Lanka relations were at an all-time low at the time, and an Indian tour of Sri Lanka in 1985 was marred with many controversies around umpiring and crowd behavior. Indian cricketers accused Sri Lankan crowds of targeting Indian cricketers, especially Krishnamachari Srikanth, due to his Tamil background. The pulling out of India from the tournament benefited Bangladesh as they were included in the Asia Cup for the first time. Sri Lanka won this tournament, beating Pakistan in the final. In the third edition of the tournament in 1988, which was held in Bangladesh, India beat Sri Lanka in the finals by 6 wickets. In 1990, Pakistan pulled out of the tournament as it was held in India, and in 1993, the tournament was cancelled altogether due to strained relations between India and Pakistan. So, long story short, the Asia Cup has always been marked in controversies since its inception. But one cannot rule out the contribution Asia Cup has made towards promoting cricket in Asia. It is because of Asia Cup that countries like Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Nepal, Hong Kong and even Sri Lanka in its earlier days got an international platform to showcase their talent. The Asia Cup, which will start in September 2025, is going to be the 17th edition of the tournament, and it will be the third time that it will be played in a T20 format. So far, India leads the leaderboard with 8 titles, followed closely by Sri Lanka with 6 titles. Pakistan is the only other team apart from India and Sri Lanka to have won Asia Cup titles with 2 titles to their name. This time around, 8 teams would participate in the Asia Cup, making it the biggest edition of the Cup so far. Let us know which team you would be supporting during the Asia Cup, and for more such content on cricket, do subscribe to our channel.